another fitness video this time. And yes guys, I'm going to teach you guys how doing less cardio and eating less food, or eating more food, my bad, actually can help you lose more weight. Now first thing we're going to start with is how the whole metabolism works and what exactly does it mean. So the first thing I'm going to go over is metabolic rate. Now metabolic rate is basically the rate at which your body burns and utilizes calories. So basically what happens throughout a diet is you get something called metabolic adaptation. Okay, so at what rate do we start to adapt? Adapt basically means if I'm eating 3,000 calories at the beginning of my fat loss journey, and those 3,000 calories have helped me lose a rate of, let's say, 1 pound a week, over the course of a couple of weeks, our body will adapt. Adapt meaning that the metabolism down-regulates, meaning it does not need as many calories to burn as much fat. Why does it do this? Well, our physiological response is homeostasis by nature. It wants to regulate, so we're back to our base ground, okay? The body doesn't actually like to, put on a lot of muscle and lose tons of fat. So it has a metabolic adaptation, meaning it will always adapt to what you're gonna do. And this is why there's always tips and tricks, which is what I'm gonna give you to always maximize fat loss and to keep it sustainable. So back to what I was saying. So if you started with 3,000 calories a week, which has put you in a 500 caloric deficit. By the way, I actually have a video here that talks about the 500 caloric deficit and how it equals to 1 pound a week. Anyways, there's more detail in that video. But basically, you did start your diet with a 500 caloric daily deficit, which by the week is 1 pound, which is 3,000 calories. By the end of maybe 4 to 6 weeks, you're no longer going to actually burn 1 pound of fat. People think that if you just have this amount of calories, you're going to lose that amount of weight by the end of your 12 weeks. That's not how it works actually, because our body is very smart. It's going to adapt and say, you're feeding me less food. I'm going to adapt. I'm not going to burn as much because I don't want to lose any more weight. What does that mean? It means your body has adapted. So what we have to do now is pull another tip or a trick out, which is increase your cardiovascular work, meaning your output of energy, or you're going to decrease your calories again. Now guys, to the title of this video, how can you do less cardio and eat more food to burn more fat? Well, basically what it's about is to do with your metabolic rate. And basically, when you've dieted for so long, you get something called metabolic damage. Meaning, you've probably heard of stories of girls or guys who are eating basically no food and doing hours of cardio a day, but they're hardly losing any weight or anything. They're actually getting worse and worse because their body is so stressed out to the point, and the metabolism has down-regulated so much and adapted that it's like, listen, at this point, guys, I'm gonna burn basically no fat. I'm just going to adapt my body. I'm going to get to the point where I need you to feed me like no calories. You're not going to lose more fat. Your body wants to hold on its essential fat at this point, and your metabolism has down-regulated so much that even eating 1,000 calories for some women, they're still not losing weight, which is an absolutely horrible thing for your hormones. And this is why I'm making this video to help reverse that. Now guys, when you've done an 8, a 10, a 12, a 16-week prep, I've done a very long one. I don't recommend this for your average person. But your body wants to fight back. So what you do is you want to take a step back and you actually want to, yes, do less cardio and actually eat more food for anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. And I know for a lot of people this sounds scary. You're like, wait, I gotta go back 2 to 4 weeks? And believe it or not, is that doing a longer diet, or what we like to call in the fitness community, is a diet break or refeed days. I prefer diet breaks more. It's where you're dieting for 8 to 10 weeks. Your rate of fat loss is going down. Your metabolism is going with it until it plateaus. When you plateau, or you notice you're doing extensive amount of cardio and you're on very, very low calories, your metabolism has regulated. It is adapted. What we want to do now is do less cardio. So if you're doing an hour of cardio a day, cut that into half. I want you to do 30 minutes of cardio a day. Bring your calories, let's say you got down to 2,000 calories for a male. For me, that's like nothing. Bring it back up to 2,500, which would be your new maintenance, which is 500 back up. What this is going to do, guys, is going to send a signal to your brain and to your hormones to say, relax. we're feeding you, we're not going as hard, we're not doing as much cardiovascular work or working out, and your metabolism is going to say, okay, this guy's feeding me more food, he's feeding me more carbohydrates. I'm going to now increase my metabolic rate or demand. What was metabolic rate? I'm going to use more energy to burn fat. So as you increase more food, you're actually going to burn more energy because the metabolic demand has gone up. Okay guys? So remember, when you were eating so little food at the end of your diet, your metabolic demands were so low that that food basically put you at baseline, meaning you weren't losing, you weren't gaining. But you were very, very, very stressed, high stress. What we want to do is reduce the stress, increase your metabolic rate by decreasing cardio, decreasing training, and increasing food, particularly by carbohydrates. What this will do is it's going to maybe step you half a step backwards, but when you get back onto your old calories, or maybe a little bit higher, what's going to happen, guys? You're going to increase your weight loss of fat. Okay? This is one of the biggest tips, if you want to call it, or tricks, that a lot of people look past. I used to do the same thing. I would just go hard 16 weeks. My last 4 weeks, I was at such high stress that I actually wasn't losing any fat. And I know a lot of people that get into this. So notes to take out of this is, first, pay attention to how long you've been dieting, how you feel, and the moment you notice that you feel very sluggish, very tired, very stressed, that you're eating almost no food, doing tons of cardio, and you're not getting results, it's probably a time for you to pull on the handle brake and take a step back. Go back to the drawing board, decrease your cardio, don't train as much, relax, maybe take a week off, go on a vacation. Like literally you want to relax. Tell your body that it's okay, you are safe. You are safe. Eat some extra carbohydrates and extra food, and do this for about 1 to 2 weeks, or even longer if needed, and then you can get back on the diet. Okay guys, now this is basically, it varies also. Just to take a last note, is that if you're dieting to get ready for a contest, which is a completely different story, versus you're just dieting to lose maybe 20 pounds, it's a little bit different, but the principles are the same. Is once you start to feel like shit, keep it simple, you want to take a step back and ask yourself, well, what's going on here, right? Obviously when you're getting down to 4 or 5% with the contest, you're going to feel like crap regardless at the end. But the whole point is you want to maximize and be in the best burning or fat burning state throughout the entire prep. And using tools like doing less cardio and eating more food can actually boost that. Okay guys, so other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this actually helped you guys out. If this did help break any of your plateaus, make sure you comment below. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Anyways, that's the tip. That's the end of today's video. Have an amazing day. Stay tuned till next time, and peace.